So can you start by introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Calvin Mitchell,
Okay, and what year were you born?
1942, July the 25th.
Okay, where were you born?
Williamsburg County, South Carolina.
Okay, and so how old were you when you came to Florida?
When I came to Florida, I was about 20 years old. Probably about 20.
Okay, and so that was during the segregation period. So
Right.
how was it?
Oh, it wasn't all that good. It was good long as the only thing you could do, you go to the black places. You didn't go to the white places.
Okay, have you ever felt like you were mistreated by a white person during that period?
Oh, a lot of time. Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me about an incident where you felt like you were mistreated because of your color of your skin?
Oh, a lot of the way you go to the restroom, you couldn't go to that movie, You couldn't eat in the restaurant. You couldn't do that. Then if I was working somewhere, you had to go to the back. We had to go to the back door. You couldn't go to the front.
Mm.
You had to walk around the back. They had a back window back that they wait on black people.
How did you feel about that?
Well, back in that time, that's the way I grew up, so it didn't bother me all that much. I grew up that way.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever try to do something about it, or when you had to go through the back doors to different restrooms?
No, back in that time, no. No, just didn't thought nothing of it, back in that time. Because when I was growing up in the country, we did it, and cut stuff like that. So I never thought nothing of it.
Okay, so while all of this was happening, were you did you know about Martin Luther King or what was going on, and did you follow up on that?
Well, I heard about Martin Luther King. He came around. I think it was in 60 what? 60 something. I can't think of what year it was. I know it's in 60, early part of 60s. But things got pretty ugly then, when these guys come around and start going, start talking with everything and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful walking around at nighttime and stuff like that. Because the white people would pick at you,
Okay, so how did you feel about the whole Rosa Parks movement?
Oh, I think she did something good. That was the best thing she did. I mean, nobody can do nothing no better than that.
That's good.
Real good, yeah.
Did you have friends that were Caucasian at that time?
No, not back in that time I didn't. If it didn't, I didn't know anything about it. No.
Did you want to have friends that were white?
Well, it didn't bother me back in then, because I started working more with them when I came back in the South. We all worked together. We all worked in the field, but when nighttime come, everybody go a different way. But when I was raised up with them, we all worked together. We didn't go to the same school. We didn't eat at the same table. I eat at those in the back. They bring my food at the back porch. And they were selling in the house and eat. I could go inside and sit at the table with them.
Did you ride the public bus?
We had school bus, but it was all black. They wasn't mixed.
So you didn't go to school with any white?
No, not when I was growing up in the country, no.
Okay. Were you involved in any of the civil rights movements?
No, no, I didn't. No.
Do you know of any local civil rights heroes who stood up for African Americans?
Well, there's quite a few. I can't think of the name of them now, but those are quite a few. Try to do the best they can. Back in that time. Yeah.
Did you ever march, or did you ever do anything like that?
No, I didn't march. Well, no, I didn't march. Because every year they have it. They have it every year, so I never marched.
Mm. Have you ever been treated violently by any white people?
Oh, I was called everything except a child of God, but it didn't bother me.
No, you just went about your way?
No, you went on back your way. You didn't let that bother you. Everything was except a child of God. Just called everything. You just keep praying and keep on going.
So you just felt like ignoring it was the best thing to do?
That's the best thing to do. Back in that time, it was the best thing to do. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think men and women responded differently to segregation?
Well, back in them days, I guess it was. Yeah, because back in that time, it, most of the time the white men and the black women had the right. Had the right.
Mhm.
You could see, uh, the white man could have went with black women and nothing said about it, but the black man couldn't go with the white women.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you um do you hold a grudge against white people because of how things went back
No, I didn't
then?
hold no grudge. No grudge
No.
against. I didn't hold no grudge against. No.
So when do you remember starting to work with Caucasians?
I worked with them mostly when I was most of it, but I get to notice, I guess, about 10, 11 years old ever since that time, in the South. 'Cause,
Mhm.
a lot of times we all worked together in the South. We didn't
Yeah.
go to the same school, we didn't sit at the same table, we didn't go to the same movie and stuff like that. You know. But we didn't play together either. We just worked, in the field and stuff
Yeah.
like that together. Yeah.
So when you worked in the field with the white people, you didn't speak with them. You just talked to the black
The
people.
way
in
you
the field?
talk to them, most of the time you work with their boys, the white boys,
Mhm.
not with the white girls.
Mhm.
No, you didn't work close to the white girls, just only white boys and stuff like that.
When Martin Luther King had his speech, how old were you? Do you remember how old you were and if you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. I probably was that back in the 60s, isn't it?
Mhm.
Oh God, I can't remember how old I was. I probably was 20 something, somewhere along there, but 20 something probably.
Okay. Do you remember the first time when the segregation period started to die out? Do you remember the first time you spoke with a white person, had a conversation with a Caucasian? How did it go?
Oh, it went good back in that time. Didn't ever like it, but back in that time, everybody got along with it.
Mhm.
But not to say they're crazy about it, they like it, no.
Yeah.
But we all got along with it. And as time went on by, things got better and better, Yeah, 'cause I work with them in the city more than anything, I sit down with them in the city, sit at the same table in the city, stuff like that. Yeah.
So what did you do when you as work was?
Or you mean I'm in Florida here?
Yeah, when you were working, what was your title? Was it the same as the white people you were working with?
Yeah, the same thing, water and stuff like that, and I laying pipe and
Mhm.
cutting the grass, lawn and stuff like that, and working on water hydrant and all different things like that.
Okay, so you say you worked with the Caucasians back then. When work was over, when you were done your shift, when you were off your shift, did you go your separate ways and they went their separate ways, or did you try to talk to them any?
Oh no, everybody when things was over there, everybody went their separate way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go their separate way. Yeah, you didn't see them no more maybe the next morning, when time come to start again. Yeah.
So now that you're an older man, what do you think about it? How do you feel about white people and
Oh,
the segregation?
Good, real good now. Because as I get older, you see things change. I know we all got to live, we all got to get along. We got to love each other. We can't hate each other, so we got to love them.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other day in class, this class that I'm doing this video for, I watched a video about segregation, and I was the only black person in the class, and I kind of felt targeted, even though I talked to them.
Right.
And so I kind of felt targeted. So it was kind of weird, just being the only black person in the class and watching a video about the way white people treated black people.
Right.
And although I didn't grow up in Florida, I grew up in New York, so it was kind of different.
It's
but
kind of different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when you grew up, it was much better.
Right. It was.
When I grew up, it was real bad when I grew up. But what you grew up with, you see, you grew up with them mostly.
Mhm.
Yeah. You probably went to the same school they went to as you growing up. Yeah.
Yep.
With Puerto Rican and all that mixed, and you went to school with all them. I know you did. If you grew up in New York, you did. Yeah.
So okay, talking about Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, how were they treated, being that they're not black and they're not white?
Well, they was treated, a little better because the skin was different.
Right.
They were treated a little better than we did.
So do you think? Do you think they were more on the side of the white people where they're treating the black people wrongly, or when they're in the restaurants, did they have to sit in the back where they treated like the white folks? How was it?
Yeah, they were treated more like they're white because they was more brighter, stuff like that. Yeah, they were treated more like white people. like it is right now, you know, with Mexican working right now, you know, they see more Mexican working now than just black now, you know.
Okay, so do you know, like, when the white people went to the restroom and the black people went to their restroom, where did the Spanish, were they able to use both restrooms?
Not back in the 60s, you didn't know. The black had their own restroom, and then a lot of places you stop at, they didn't have no restroom for the black. You had to stop somewhere in the woods somewhere, you know.
Oh, man.
Like yeah.
So the Hispanics used the black restrooms.
Right. Wasn't no black restroom. You know, restroom to go into.
Yeah.
If you traveling on the road or something like that, you didn't have no bathroom to go into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you would just have to go in the woods while the white people went in the restroom.
You know, you had to go, you know, somewhere else. You couldn't go in their bathroom.
Okay.
You couldn't drink from the water faucet either. From the water drinking from, you couldn't drink from that. Oh no. That's a no-no.
Did you have Hispanic friends?
No, I didn't have that many. I worked at McDonald's for a while. That's the biggest I worked around when I worked at McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all.